Hello and welcome to Songs for the Struggling Artist, the blogcast. This is episode 460. My name is Emily Rainbow Davis. Thank you and hello. Today's blog is a return to a previous blog that I started to think about when I recorded my last podcast about ambition and striving for quality, etc. I felt like I had some more to say. So I'm going to read that to you. And I don't think there's any further preparation I need to give for this. I'm going to read it to you, and then I'll sing you a song after. How about that? All right, here it is. It is called What I'm Really Ambitious For. Not so long ago, I wrote a piece about quality after seeing a community theater production. I wrestled with it because I wasn't sure how to articulate this feeling I was having. I hacked away at it, hesitated to post it, as it somehow felt incomplete. But I shared it anyway. As I prepared to record the audio version of it, I continued to think about it. As I searched for the right song for this idea for the podcast, I weighed what it was really about. It was still working in me as I went into recording, and as I did, it all settled into what I was really trying to say. I'd thought it was a piece about striving for quality and for having aspirations beyond my circumstances, and it was. But in choosing a song called Ambitions, I realized that what I was really uncovering was the nature of my own ambition. And this felt important enough to come back to the well and clarify. I've never heard anyone articulate this particular idea before, so I figured I'd better. Yes, I am ambitious. Always have been. But not in the way that most people think of ambition. It's not that I didn't want fame or fortune. I had moments where I thought that that was what I was after, but now I can see that what I am ambitious for is good art. Sure, it would be neat to be on Broadway. Why not? But I see now that the driving force from the beginning has been making the best art I can. At the start, I just wanted to channel the best, most transformative, magical performances I could get out of myself. Then, I also wanted to create shows that would transcend something. I was hungry for something ephemeral. I was ambitious for transformative art. These are generally not the kinds of goals that a life coach is going to help you figure out how to achieve. They are not the kinds of aspirations that are acceptable to discuss at dinner parties. They are not measurable goals either. How will you know when you achieve them? You can't put this kind of stuff on a grant application. But it is the real and true aspiration I have always had. It is an ambition for quality, for powerful art, and it all got mixed up in something else. Because ambition is traditionally measured in measurable guideposts. Oh, you want to be the president? First, you must become a lawyer, then a state politician, and eventually, after meeting all these smaller ambitions, you reach the big one! Congratulations! Boy, you were really ambitious. But my ambition is not particularly satisfied by goalposts. Years ago, with my theater company, we took a marketing class. We were encouraged to set goals and try to meet them. We were specifically told not to make one of our goals to get a review in the New York Times. But we did anyway. We just didn't tell our teacher. And guess what? We achieved it! We got a review in the New York Times. We were crafty and cagey about it, and we twisted ourselves in a lot of knots to do it. But we did it. I was proud of us. Still am. But that goal was not an artistic one. It did not get me any closer to my ambition of making art that fired me up. I'm not sorry we did it, but in the end, it didn't make a lot of difference. And generally, probably we need to do a little practical ambition alongside our ambitions for art. Maybe dreaming about being on Broadway helps get a person to a place where they can make better and better art. But I think we shouldn't mix them up. Being ambitious for the best show I can make is very different than being ambitious for the most popular show or the best reviewed or whatever. I am always ambitious for the former and somewhat ambivalent about the latter. I know that those traditional markers of success could actually help me achieve my artistic ambitions. If I were able to pull in more money, I could invest more of it in the art, for example. Performing in better venues opens us up to more audiences who could, in turn, teach us more about the art and make it better. They are not disconnected, these ambitions. But it feels important to make a distinction. Until I saw that community theater show, they were all mixed up in my mind. It wasn't clear what I had been aiming at all these years. But it's clear now. My aspirations are all for quality, for that special spark, the artistic ambition. So the previous podcast about this issue is getting some views. No, we don't call them views. Downloads, getting some listens, which is nice. I'm glad. Maybe this conversation will continue. I think talking about quality is good. I'd like more of it, please, in my own work and in others. Yes. So, what song? What song? Well, because I have already considered this topic recently and had to come up with some songs, I had like a whole slew of songs that were in consideration for that previous post. So I just went with one of those. It's a song called Good Ambition by the Ethiopians. I believe this is the first reggae song I have ever attempted to cover. And I'm just going to say right out, reggae is not my medium. I don't think I really get it. But I was up for the challenge. I thought, this is not my usual thing. It will be good to give it a try. I will confess that I tried to slow it down to chill out reggae speed, and I could not do it. It just did not work out. So I'm singing it at a much, I don't know what we call this, like a non-reggae clip. So the song is quite a bit shorter because I sang it faster. So I'm going to play that for you in just a minute. Meanwhile, thank you so much for listening. If you like this podcast, tell someone about it. Like, review, subscribe. Anything you can do in a podcast app to support a podcast, try that on this one. It makes a difference. The algorithm will thank you for it. And I will too, but I don't usually know when it's happened. So I'm, in a general sense, I thank you in anticipation and for any previous liking you have done. If you would like to support this podcast, you're doing it right now by listening. But if you would like to support it with some money, that would be really helpful and amazing. Patreon.com/Emily R. Davis is the hot spot, but there's also Ko-fi, there's PayPal. You could even do a paid subscription on Substack if you felt like. There's a lot of choices. And if you have a place that you like to support artists that I'm not on, tell me about it and I'll join. But again, really, just your listening is big, and thank you. So, Good Ambition coming your way very shortly. It's on ukulele because I am out of town again. And the ukulele travels better than the guitar. And, reggae on the ukulele, obvious. somehow not. I don't know why somehow wrong and right at the same time. I don't know. But yes, I'm on ukulele, and here it is. Good ambition. I've spent 11 months and 5 days loving you. And all these times I've spent forgiving you. I don't want to be hurt. No, no, no. I don't want to be hurt. No, no, no. I don't want to be hurt. No, no, no. Not anymore. Not anymore. I'm a man with a good ambition, and I'll never let you drag me down. You better go home and leave me alone. I'm a man with a good ambition, and I'll never try to let it down. So baby, go home and leave me alone. I'm a man with a good ambition, and I'll never let you drag me down. So baby, go home and leave me alone. I've got a good ambition. It's a good ambition. It's a good ambition. Tell you a good ambition. I've got a good